Do you have issue with a rough idle on your vehicle? I'm right now underneath the hood of my vehicle right here. I have a Nissan Frontier 2012 and I'm going to clean the throttle body. So check this out. So the first thing I'm going to do here is remove these screws right here, these bolts, these clamps. Loosen them up so I can remove this from the throttle body. It's probably going to require me to remove this part as well, and potentially these ones to kind of move this out of the way and get access to the throttle body. So I'm going to loosen these first. They didn't make this easy to remove because these two bolts that have to come off are underneath this cover. So I'm going to get my ratchet, remove these two bolts so I can take this off, and then remove these two bolts. These guys are 10mm bolts, so we'll loosen them up. Once you get those two bolts off, you just kind of pry this up, it comes off. Unfortunately, these two are also 10mm, so that makes it a lot easier. So loosen and take off these two 10mm bolts as well, which hold this cover on. Over here, remove the clips on your airbox. Pull this out this way, and then be careful not to lose these bolts. Maybe put them aside if you need to. And then just wiggle on this. Be careful if you don't take this mass airflow sensor connector off. You just don't want to move this too much. Also, there's a breather hose here, so just be careful with that. But this should give you enough room to wiggle off your intake over here. If this is loose enough, you can see I made these nice and loose. A little bit of wiggling, I got this off. Now I'm going to look in here, and you're going to see in the bottom there is a lot of dirt there. And I think this is holding this open a little bit more than it should be. And that's going to give me some rough idling. So I'm going to see if I can get a better angle so you can see on the top here. Sorry about the sun coming over from the left side of my screen. But you can see all the stuff there. Now, if this is if your vehicle is electronically controlled like this one is, you do not want to push this flap open. You want to just clean on around the outside, wipe it off. This is coming down an angle a little bit, so this is angling downward a little bit, so the liquid you put in there should roll out, and you want to have some rags to clean it up. Now, if you want to take this whole thing off, then you can clean on the inside as well. But what I'm going to do is simply clean the outside, and then there's a technique you can do to get this thing to open, so I'll probably show you that as well. Now you're going to want to take something like this CRC throttle body and air intake cleaner, or this SuperTech carburetor and air intake cleaner, and use one of these, whatever your choice is, whatever brand. I'll link them below as well, obviously Walmart brand and CRC. And we're going to spray in here, and we're going to have some paper towels, catch anything here, and clean this off as well. So I put a towel underneath the throttle body, and I'm just going to spray in there a little bit. And as you can see, the liquid is coming forward. As I spray it, the liquid is coming forward because it's slightly downhill. Spray all around there, let that sit for a few seconds, and then I'm going to wipe it and show you what the towel looks like. So now I rubbed it a little bit, and I can show you here the stuff that I got off from here. And you can see right there that I have some little flakes also. When I rubbed the top, some of the flakes came down, and you want to get all that out. You can see in the bottom there the gunk that's in that liquid right there. So that's obviously just getting more and more stuff out. So I think spraying it with a little straw is the best way to go, because you're going to get all around that much better. So I recommend using the straw. You saw before, and now this is after. So we got a lot cleaner. There's no buildup at the bottom there where there was before. And when it opened up, there was a lot of stuff that leaked out. I'll show you on the rag. You can see this was nice and clean when I first got this. So that's all full of black carbon over there, some over here. See a lot of carbon buildup over there. So this was all in my throttle body, and this all caused the vehicle to hesitate. So we're going to start it up and see if it's running better now. Now we just want to put everything back on, tighten everything down. Once all that's good, then we're going to want to start it up. Start the vehicle up. And it hesitated there a little bit. I might have to have the vehicle relearn the idle, which is okay. But started up, it's definitely running high still. But it feels like it's smoothing out a little bit. So the truck warmed up and it's running buttery smooth now. So there you go. I found the problem. I was able to fix it, and just a little bit of spraying, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes. All it needed was a ratchet and a screwdriver. Probably could have done it with just a ratchet and the spray, and we're good to go. Give a thumbs up if you learned something. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.